So your question today is reflect a square so its image looks like it might have been a reflection, translation, or rotation. Explain each in geometrical terms. Who would like to share their first answer with us? Yes, come on.
So basically, what we rotated the shape as you can see, 180 degrees. First, the shape was here, and we rotated 100 degrees, and it landed over here.
You rotated it at 180 degrees?
Yeah.
What's another way you could say a 180 degree turn?
A half.
A half turn? What direction did you turn it in?
Clockwise.
So 180 clockwise, right? Or half turn clockwise. Okay, great. How can this be a reflection? I'm seeing a line here, so.
We reflected the square on a diagonal line over here.
Okay.
So it started out here, and since on a diagonal, it will come over here.
Okay, great. And how is this a translation then?
It's a translation because it goes 3 units right, then 3 units down.
Okay, perfect. Great, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anyone else provide a similar way to do it?
Okay. So what we did was we started off here. What we did was we first plotted all the points. A is 0, 05. B is plus 5, and plus 5. C is 0 plus 5, and D is 0, 0. And the way that we did the rotation, is that if you look at B, when we rotate it, the B would go here, and then it'd go here. But same with the flip. If you flipped it from here, it'd go here, and then the line that we flipped it is right here. It's right here. So when you flip it, the B goes from there to there. And then for the transition, it was 5 down and 5 left.
We can tell. How can I tell? Can the class tell how this is the reflected image, or the rotated image, or the translated image? Have they indicated a way to prove that?
We added prime to show like which one's which one's the reflected image and the translated image and the rotated image.
So the original does not have prime?
No.
But the reflected, translated, or rotated image does?
Yeah.
Beautiful, thank you. And lastly, one more group want to share their answer. So I'm going to share what the girls did here. They're a little shy. So on this shape right here, the original one is the square at the top. And this can still be considered a turn. The turning point is actually right over here. It's outside of the shape. So let me mark this as, this one's a 3 here. Okay. The previous answers that we had showed a turning point. So the original one showed a turning point right over here. It's on the shape. The second one that we had showed a turning point that was also on the shape. So when you turn or rotate an object, there's a point that doesn't move. And this point right here on D does not turn. In fact, you wouldn't even call this D prime. I know this seems confusing, but this would not be D prime. It turns on a point D. Here, the turning point comes outside of the shape. This is where it gets tricky, because now, if you were to turn this shape, it becomes difficult where it's going to end up at. So one strategy that I've been taught was pretend you're connecting this. Okay? So when this connects, your turning point is 3, 0. So then if you were to describe this as a reflection, so let's pretend this is A, B, C, and D. This would be A prime down here. This is D prime, C prime, B prime. So then this shape would be turn the image, turn the object about 0.30, something like that. It would be identified as. So now this would still be half turn. Is it half turn clockwise or half turn counterclockwise? Which direction? I heard both. Does anyone have a different answer? Irfan? You say clockwise. Why do you say both?
Because a half is, it will still go on different same points.
So a half turn clockwise and a half turn counterclockwise is actually the exact same thing. So you're both right. So it's a half turn clockwise or half turn counterclockwise, or you could say 180 degrees clockwise or 180 degrees counterclockwise. But you have to put about 0.30. Okay? So for the grade 7s, your challenge is a lot of the turns are coming outside of the shape. One strategy is just to try to connect it and see if you can visualize it and draw it that way. Okay?